To the Middle East now, where the U.S. has sent a negotiating team to Qatar to begin technical talks with Iran. But while Washington says a deal is close and Iran is ready for these talks, Tehran is disagreeing. Iran says its delegates are there for another reason, as the clock is ticking to finalize a peace agreement. NewsNation Washington correspondent Hannah Brandt is live outside the White House this morning. Hannah, a lot of mixed messages over these supposed talks and whether they're on or not.
Markie, there certainly are. And U.S. negotiators, they're in Doha for those talks today. But like you pointed to, there appears to be disagreement with Iran on the fundamental outline of these talks, or if they're even really happening directly. A diplomat does tell NewsNation, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, they are meeting today with the Qatari Prime Minister. And that diplomat says tomorrow the technical teams from both the U.S. and Iran are meeting separately with the mediators from Qatar and Pakistan. President Trump, though, claimed Iran requested a meeting today. But Iran's foreign ministry spokesperson says there are no direct talks scheduled between the U.S. and Iran. And that's because he says Iran's priority at the moment is implementing the points in the already signed Memorandum of Understanding, like, for example, the release of frozen Iranian assets. And they want that all handled before they start negotiating on a final deal with the U.S.
We'll see how that goes, but we're doing very well on that front. But the meeting in Doha is going to be perhaps important, perhaps not. We're going to find out.
Adding to all the complexities here, these talks come on the heels of days of back and forth strikes. We saw many of those happen over the weekend, though both Iran and the U.S. agreed to stand down on those strikes for now. And in a new interview, Republican Speaker Mike Johnson says if fighting with Iran does restart, President Trump should get a new clock on congressional approval. Now, that matters because under law, the White House has 60 days to use military force before they have to go to Congress and get approval. But Johnson told USA Today that the ceasefire resets the clock, which is an echo of the argument that we've heard the Trump administration make on this issue, Markie.
Yeah, and currently the deadline is set for August 17th. We'll see where we are by then. Also, Hannah, President Trump seems pretty frustrated that oil prices aren't coming down as quickly as he promised they would once the war ends. But he's saying that companies are to blame for that.
Yeah, many Americans are frustrated about these prices, too, right? But the president is calling on gas companies to bring the prices down immediately. Writing on his Truth Social account, they're too high, considering that oil is now at $68 a barrel and heading south. The president warning there will be no gouging, which is totally illegal, saying if retailers don't, then big problems lie ahead. The president even picking a target number he wants these retailers to hit, a bit unusual. He says $2.50 a gallon is the number that they should try and reach. Now, prices are dropping for gas, not quite to that number, though. AAA does say the national average today for regular gas is at $3.85 per gallon, and that is down about 50 cents from the same time a month ago. So things trending in the right direction, just not quite quick enough for the White House, Markie.
Let's pray it keeps trending that way. Hannah Brandt live at 1600 for us. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.